Zoro might have been nerfed, or is he hiding something far more terrifying? Because the Zoro we saw in Wano, the King of Hell, the demon who scarred Kaido and crushed King, is not the same Zoro we are watching on Egghead, and fans are split. Did Oda really weaken Zoro, or is this all part of a master plan? Let's break it down. In Wano, Zoro felt like a monster. Every scene with him screamed dominance. He scarred Kaido, something only Odin had done before. He unleashed Asura in the middle of a Yonko battle, tanked a Kai from Kaido and Big Mom, and still stood on his feet. He pushed his limits with Enma, controlling Odin's blade that drains Haki like a hungry demon. And then the fight against King. This wasn't just a victory, it was a statement. Zoro proved that he wasn't just Luffy's right-hand man. He was strong enough to take down the strongest commander of a Yonko. King, a Lunarian with insane durability and power, fell before Zoro's blades. By the end of Wano, fans were saying it openly. Zoro had entered a new level. He was ready to stand shoulder to shoulder with the Emperors of the Sea. And then came Egghead. When Zoro faced Rob Lucci, hype was through the roof. This was the perfect opportunity to show his growth since Wano. Lucci, the assassin of CP0, awakened Zone Enies Lobby rival. The perfect test. But what happened? Zoro didn't dominate. He didn't end the fight in seconds. He stalled. He defended. No Asura, no insane Enma slash, no Hell King aura like in Wano. It felt wrong. It felt like Oda was holding him back. Because let's be honest, the Zoro who defeated King should have destroyed Lucci. Why nerf him? So why does Zoro suddenly feel weaker? Why does the King of Hell, the demon of Wano, look like he's struggling? Here's where the debate gets heated. While Zoro looks nerfed, Sanji is catching more and more spotlight. His exoskeleton, his insane speed feats, his durability. Some fans even argue Sanji is now equal to Zoro. But let's be real. Sanji didn't suddenly leap past Zoro. It's Zoro being downplayed. And that's the genius of Oda. He keeps the rivalry alive by nerfing Zoro just enough to make it look close. Think about it. Oda loves to write Sanji in flashy, heroic scenes. Saving Vegapunk, protecting people, quick bursts of hype. Meanwhile, Zoro gets thrown into stall fights where he doesn't get to finish his opponent. This makes it feel like Sanji is narrowing the gap, when in reality, Zoro is still the King of Hell. And here's the truth. Oda wants the Zoro vs Sanji rivalry alive. If Zoro destroyed Lucci in one panel, what rivalry would be left? Instead, Oda nerfs him slightly, lets Sanji shine, and the debates explode. It's intentional. It's calculated. But to Zoro fans, it feels insulting. But let's flip the script. What if Zoro isn't nerfed at all? What if he's hiding something? His left eye, scarred, closed, hidden since the time skip, and Oda has never explained why. Some fans say it's just cosmetic, but others believe it's hiding Zoro's true power. Imagine if that eye unlocks a new ability, a higher form of observation haki, a cursed demon eye linked to Asura, or something wild, like a Sharingan-style perception that lets him see through any technique. So maybe Zoro looks nerfed because Oda is saving that reveal. Think about it. Would Oda waste Zoro's ultimate power-up on Rob Lucci? Of course not. He's saving it for Mihawk, for Elbaf, for the final war. This isn't nerfing, this is foreshadowing. And when it happens, Zoro will shatter every limit we thought he had. Look closer. In Wano, Zoro pushed himself to near death. Egghead Zoro looks calm, relaxed, like he's fighting on autopilot. Maybe he isn't struggling. Maybe he's just holding back, because Zoro knows when to unleash his full power. And Lucci wasn't worth it. But let's not ignore the rivalry. Sanji fans will argue forever. If Zoro needed that much time against Lucci, then Sanji is just as strong. But here's the difference. Zoro beat King, a Lunarian, a monster stronger than Lucci could ever dream to be. That fight proves Zoro's ceiling is higher. Sanji catching up? Maybe. Sanji equal to Zoro? Not yet. And if Zoro opens that eye, the rivalry ends instantly. So where does this go? We're heading to Elbaf. We're heading to Mihawk. We're heading to the Final Saga. Zoro has to surpass Mihawk. He has to live up to his title as the world's strongest swordsman. And the way Oda gets him there is by holding him back now. So yes, Zoro feels nerfed. But maybe this is the setup. Maybe this is the calm before the storm. So let me ask you, did Oda actually nerf Zoro? Or is the King of Hell just saving his power for the moment that will shock the entire world? And here's the final question. If Zoro opened that eye tomorrow, would Sanji even stand a chance? Or would the rivalry end right there? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Because one thing is clear. Zoro is not done yet. And when that eye opens, the world will tremble.